Hello, garden lovers. It has been a while, a long time, actually. And I I am finally back, and I'm sorry for my long absence. A lot had happened, good and bad, in my life, but none of that today. Today we're finally together in the garden. So let's see what's going on. Even though it's a little late in the year. So today is what, July the 12th, something like that. So I'm just trying to catch up in my garden chores. So this is the butterfly garden. It was beautiful. Oh, excuse my project debris. So a lot happened in this garden in the spring. So this area right here where it's empty, this was full of aguilillas and three varieties from seeds actually that I've just throw in there last year. And so I since pulled them out, but like I said, this whole place was full, and it was like three colors: blue, orange, and black. I was so happy with them. So so I left that bare, but I actually planted yesterday two horny goat weeds that I ordered from Holland bulbs, I think, and they have a lot of sales. So if you guys are interested in buying some bulbs to plant right now, actually, check them out. Actually, it's I mean, they were really good prices and they came really fast. So, but I didn't want to plant anything big in here because I know this hydrangea, which is gone over. It was the most beautiful, and this is from Lowe's sale rack from late last year, and it bloomed this year. So I'm hoping it would really like it here. I've never had any luck with the big leaf hydrangeas, but I'm hoping. I think this is a lace cap. I'm sorry, I don't have the variety name. So I know it's gonna fill in that area right here, if not over towards the terracotta pot over there. So, but anyway, where that stake is the horny goat weed, and then also under that cage, and then I have another one on the other side. But so yeah, the lupin has gone into seeds, which I wanted it to, so it would reseed in there. And yeah, this side right here got really shady from this happy dogwood and up above, and I'm not mad at it. So I'm just trying to get more shade plants to plant in here. But the one that's giving vibes right now is that, I guess I should go on the other side, is that coleus that I saved from last year, in water. And it has grown, I don't know, 10 times. But so yeah, the echinaceas are blooming now, and I have this dark salvia. I think this is just an annual. So there's three of them, and then this grass from last year actually is doing so well. I thought it died last year from all that drought, but yeah. So this is the second goldenrod. Look, I'm using the daylily dead stalk too as a pointer. Hope you don't mind. So this is my second goldenrod blooming. The first one is in the front, and I'll show you in a minute. But so I planted a lot of goldenrods last year for that purpose, literally to for a staggered bloom. So I have blue stemmed, which is our native, and that should bloom towards, you know, the fall. And there's other varieties also that will take care of fall. So so I'm so glad. I didn't expect this to bloom this early. But it's beautiful. It's different, totally different from the one in the front. But over here, I have this cute, really cute liatris. I also planted quite a few liatris last year, and I tried to plant as much variety. You see that? As much variety as I can find, or I could find late last year. So I have the very tall ones, which is there, and then this cute thread. I mean, they all have skinny leaves, but this is more like a thread leaf. I should have known. I didn't know it was blooming right now. I could have gotten the tag, but it's so cute, so cute. And underneath, which is, I shouldn't have done that because all these 3 plants in here are the same leaf style, or you know, the thread leaf. Like this is the thread leaf coreopsis with this tiny beautiful bloom with a beautiful center. I don't know if you can see, but it is so cute. And so it's like a butter yellow against this wild helenium from my, literally from my from our pasture. So it's been blooming. The rain is helping it as well, but it's been blooming for, I don't know, a month and a half now since I dug it up and planted it there. So I thought that was nice. And then it will contrast with the other coreopsis over there. And then of course the yellow above the goldenrod. And then this Miss Huff, I planted it and she was really tiny. It will also have a yellow, it's yellow and orange, I think. So yeah, and then the purple coneflowers against the goldenrod. It's just so pretty, even though, you know, it's missing on the other side. It's kind of empty, but you know, it's a shade area, so I can't really control that, but I'm trying to get more shade plants to put over there. But, and also to the left of the path, I planted a couple of this purple okra. So I didn't even care what it was called, but I just wanted, you know, the purple stem with the yellow quintessential okra flower. And look at the blue, look at the fruit. It's purple as well. I mean, look how beautiful that leaf is. And I planted some in there too with the flowers, and it just, like I said, it's just too shady a little bit because the dogwood just gotten bigger. But so see how smaller it is. Oh, so sorry. Oh my goodness. I don't think I meant to a video anymore. But there's Miss Huff. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. So there's Miss Huff there. Down below. The liatris. Isn't that beautiful? The purple and the orange. And then of course some of the liatris is falling down because they're the tall variety. They're probably 5 feet tall. And then this native erigeron. It's so cute with the pugster amethyst. butterfly weed. I actually thought this was mislabeled. I thought this was labeled as pugster blue, but it certainly is amethyst. And the pollinators are loving it. I mean, they're all in there. The all kinds of bees, and that's where I found the first butterflies today. So yeah, and here's my little veggie garden. I have the roof for the butterflies, so it's supposed to be like a host. And like I said, there were no butterflies until today. I don't know if it's because of the weather or something is going on, but yeah, there were no butterflies until today. And today there were only like the fritillary and the the sulfur yellow butterflies. And this is supposed to be a variegated leaf butterfly bush. Also a dwarf variety. And then it's growing with a big old monstrous grass, which is beautiful. So I was gonna take a cutting or hack it in half, but I ran out of time, so I guess I'll do that in the fall. And then that orange guy right there is a Mexican sunflower, so it's an annual for me. And somehow, because there were no butterflies, the bees and the birds actually were enjoying it so much in the last couple of months. And then a couple of the foxgloves, what is that? Phlox. But yeah, I was going to show you the other goldenrod, which is called Solar Cascade, which is a shorter variety. As you can tell, this one is a little taller. And so this is an early blooming variety. And I planted it last year and it got like double the bulk, double the size. And it bloomed like in end of May, like the last 2 weeks of May, and it's still, it's gone over, as you can tell, but there's still new blooms coming in. And so I'm so happy that I decided to buy different varieties to, for a staggered blooms. And then also no butterflies, so the passion flower is still intact with fruit. So with the fruit, I should get more plants next year, because last year it was decimated and it didn't get to bear fruit. So yeah, this year I should have plenty next year. Crossing my finger. And then so here's a beautiful passion flower. And then this cutie right here is First Love Veronica. So I thought this didn't make it at all, but it did, and it's trying its best, even though I'll come back and fix that, even though the passion vine is trying to squish it. And also the butterfly weed rebloomed. This is the first bloom. It's now going to seed, but they're still coming. As you can see, there's new buds, and like I said, it gotten that far along because there were no butterflies to eat it, especially the monarch, as you know. That's their host plant. And then also I went with a friend to Blue Ridge, Georgia, and I waited for her. She went to a funeral, and so I just went to Home Depot and waited for her, and lo and behold, they had like the helenium, which is you know, my flower, Helen's flower. I think this is the mariachi, so that's why there's like two colors. And it was actually a 4th of July sale, so it was like $6, which is, you know, I was so happy. So and then this one right there that's not blooming yet is the pink Shiloni, or Shilone, whatever, however you call it. And then here's the other dark um, dahlia, salvia. And then also the alstroemeria, another yellow that's picking up from over there to over here is the yellow alstroemeria. I was surprised to find one, really. It sold out even with the mail order catalogs, and you know, I put a couple in my cart, and then when I checked out it was gone. So that's how popular they got this year because of the Chelsea flower show. And so yeah, the purple phlox, it's just, I mean, I just can't get over how pretty the Helenium is. I have one from Bluestone Perennials, and I think it's where I planted it, and it's just not doing well at all, and it's on its 3rd year. And yeah, so let me see if I can show you some butterfly action. Probably not. The sun is coming out. But anyway, this tall guy is the Gora, and look how airy it is. It's just growing on top of everything and giving that yummy vibe. So I think my camera is dying, my battery. So I'm just gonna quickly pan out. Oh, and of course the sun came out. So okay, so this is the sunny border, and we're going under the pergola, and I have some new plantings here on to the left. That was also labeled as Miss Huff, but I don't think it is because it's just yellow. And then this is a sale plant, I kid you not, like $3. That is an Amsonia, which is a thread leaf Amsonia. And then this Gerber daisy, or some type of daisy, has been blooming its head off since May. And there's the Poquito orange Agustaki, however you want to say it. Oh my god, it's so hot. So my apology. I filmed because the sun was, it was cloudy. We're supposed to have some storm. And here's another a native Helenium from the pasture. It's just so pretty. And in the pasture, they're kind of squatty because, you know, they get mowed and stuff. But they get to grow taller in here. And, okay, the sun came out. So the two limelight is beautifully blooming. And one is, I planted it smaller than the other one, or maybe 6 months later than the big one, but it's catching up, I think. And I just acquired some new rocks yesterday, which is great for sitting, and where you sit here and then you'll be facing, you know, if you have company and sitting here. And so, like I said, we have plenty of storm, and this pretty pine branch I just couldn't throw it away yet. It's just so pretty, and so I just put it on the table for me to enjoy until it's, you know, it's ready to go to the compost. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, so I planted a crab apple this year that I found by happenstance in Pine Mountain, Georgia, where Callaway Garden is. So this is a Callaway crab apple, and it's supposed to be like the crab apple with biggest fruit, which is, it's not really big, it's probably this size, which is bigger than most. But I'm surprised the birds didn't eat them all, so they left me with a little bit, and it's actually having some color right there. So yeah, I wanted that to sort of grow. So it's only, it's like a small tree, so it's not going to get big, but I kind of want that to sort of be like an umbrella. And this is gonna be my water feature with a terracotta angel. So I'm just gonna have a this is actually like a vintage from an estate sale. I mean, look at the detail in there with the hummingbirds. So I'm just gonna have a pipe. So I already have the copper pipe, and then it will have my old-timey, which is literally my old spigot, and it's just gonna drop water into the trough. But I'm waiting for the pump, so and then I have to make this watertight in there with some water seal, and that's it. I'm not planting anything. It's just literally a dripping water, and hopefully I can put some like pretty rocks inside, and then the birds can take a dip or take a sip of water. And also I had, which is, it's done blooming, it's gone over, my little shade meadow with this little, some of them are still blooming, and that guy in the pot is a ginger lily, so it's gonna bloom in the fall, and it's gonna smell so good. So I let this wildflowers, some type of heliopsis, just bloom, stay there and bloom. I mean, if they get out of hand, all you have to do is really pull them out. And look, they're minding their P's and Q, and I still have the little path to go there. So so that is my shade garden over there, that is really visible from the driveway. So yeah, that is what's going on. And if we follow the path to the right, this is also another shade garden where I have not unusual plants, but plants that I love that are in the shade. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So there's I can't remember, I wanted a under the dark side of the moon, some type of astilbe, which is it will have like dark stem and dark leaves and like a pink flower. But this is the horny goat weed that I was telling you that I planted under the dogwood. So this will get actually really big, a big clump. I have one in the back, and I don't do nothing to it. That's why I planted it here, because this is a dry shade, and that is actually the best plant for dry shade. So I also have another one way in the front. I don't know if you can see in there, and then like I said, 3 under the dogwood, and then the Solomon seal kind of brighten this little space there up. And then this one is the toad lily, so that would bloom as well pretty soon. So another shade plant. And then this is the heart-shaped garden. So it's semi-shade, and I'm gonna go here, which is sort of my entrance to the garden. So I divided the heart, into two ventricles, of course, and I have a little squirrely path in the middle, which I just cleaned up actually today. Today, like I said, is the first time when I had like full day to work in the garden. And so I cleaned up the path because this was covered, the path. As you can see, there's the lamb's ear, which I think I'm gonna leave there until it gets really big, and then I'll yank it out. So this path was covered with the what are those? Irises. So I love them. They're the yellow variety because I love them because they're the first to bloom in the spring when nothing else is going on. And so I kind of cleaned them up. I dug some up that was really on the path. And then also I was surprised from cleaning. That's another helenium that I thought died. I planted it last year. So that is actually the native semi-cultivated helenium, which is just yellow. So I showed you that's the third helenium today. So one is very short from the pasture, and then one that I just got from Home Depot, and then this one, which is sort of the same from the Home Depot, only that's just yellow. And then that is Lukathoe, Burning Love, that was also sale from a closing nursery, or a nursery that's closing. So I cleaned this path today, and it looks so much better. I ran out of mulch, so I actually have 10 bags of mulch, but it's not like the same kind. So, and also this trailing lantana was on the path, so I have this little short garden fence, like for borders. So I have that laying around, so I just put that in there so the lantana it broke, will not be laying on the path. So if you can see, and I think I'm gonna do with this one if it comes to that, but right now I just have this hose reel, which is fleur de lis from estate sales, of course, and I'm using that to hold this wild stem that was going in the path. So yeah, so they actually overwinter here. For me, a lot of people or nursery people will say, oh no, that's an annual, but I have lots of trees, so this place will get like good cover of leaves in the winter, so that's why they come back for me. So they are actually the purple variety. I wanted to plant alongside it the white variety, which is also trailing, and I've seen it before, a purple and white lantana or whatever it is together. And then I also have this seedling of the Judas tree. I always call it, or I don't know, I don't even know, I just call it Judas tree. They have purple flowers in the spring. And so yeah, so that's really it for today. Like I said, my battery is almost dead, and the sun is trying to come in and out, but yeah, everything there. One hydrangea, which is right there, which is a short dwarf variety, which is actually called little lime. So the big ones are the lime, and then there's a little lime. I planted that there because there was a hole there in the spring, and I wanted something, and I had so many thoughts on what to put there, but in the end I thought the hydrangea would just go with, you know, with the rest of the hydrangeas, and so it's kind of sort of like a repetition, which is important in the garden, I guess. So I'm happy, and it actually bloomed. I just planted that around May, and then the Abelia radiance behind it, it's beautiful. I love the color of the leaves. You know, it just glow in like when it's cloudy or at dusk. And then this one is just got done blooming. This is the narrow leaf St. John's wort. So it was beautiful yellow, beautiful, beautiful, cute, cute. And more liatris, which are gone over, which I don't want to deadhead yet, because, you know, they kind of look pretty as they are right now. And then I have, of course, because you know me, oh, it looks like it needs water. This eggplant, which I will water immediately as soon as I'm done filming. So thanks for coming along with me. I'm so sorry that I was gone this long, and I hope you had a nice spring, a beautiful spring, and I hope this summer will do well for us. And until next time, I see you guys somewhere down the garden path. Bye.